What's up, guys? Tasteless and Artosis here. Tastosis casting the GSL Code A for a change. We're mixing it up here. And we have
you guys guessing, man.
Yeah, man. You guys never know what's coming. I can't believe how one-sided that series was.
Yeah, it was one-sided.
It was very one-sided.
Keen had a really cool build order. Really cool. And it wasn't, he didn't commit to it or anything. Reactor to Hellion is actually a cool opening against Protoss overall, but against the Nexus First, of course, it's really, really neat.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Theorycraft time. Excuse me. Theorycraft time. What do you think if you see the Hellions coming, you just don't keep probes the expansion?
Yeah.
You still have two Nexuses.
Hellions aren't going to kill the Nexus.
Yeah.
They aren't going to kill the Nexus. Absolutely. You go up there, you try to get some more units out. That second game, you definitely did a much quicker, more all-in in a lot of ways, rush.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't have the finesse of dropship play. It was more just, I have some Marauders with me as well. I should have enough units at this moment that you should not quite have enough units, which is, I mean, it worked out fine.
Yeah.
Really interesting. I want to see it more. I just want to see that build a little bit more.
Yeah, I want to go to the lab and just
I want to see more Reactor Hellion
builds
openings against Protoss. I love that opening overall. I mean, you can snipe sentries, probes, all sorts of stuff. It's just a useful, cool opening. And it makes Protoss a little bit scared, man.
And it makes sense for what the Protoss is doing.
Sure. It's
basically exploiting the weakness that they just have lots of probes, not a lot of units. They're spread out. Hellions are fast. They kill probes quickly. It's smart. I like it. That's the way I feel.
So, our next match, SuperNova against GuMiho, who will go straight into Code S.
So that's that's a nerdy mashed up in his hands.
That's it, man.
Turn that nerd into goo.
It was a Smurf. He says, Artosis hates the Smurfs.
Says I'm a Gargamel nerd now.
All right, so as we see, he lost to Jockchi, the champion, and Virus. And then took out OGS Vines and Startail Squirtle. Squirtle's a very good player, and so is Vines. So he showed that his TVP is still pretty top-notch. His TVT, at first, it was painful. But nowadays, the more I watch his TVT, he's improved it so much. I like to watch his TVT. He's done some really technical and cool builds in the past. We'll see what he can go against his opponent from a team that is so sickly on the rise lately.
Yeah,
FXO, man. They have players everywhere just kicking ass.
GuMiho, probably one of our more emotional players. You know, he does go and tilt a little bit more.
Sure.
You can really see, at least if you want to judge from facial expressions, he's definitely somebody who seems to be more stressed when he loses, more happy.
His heart on his sleeve.
Yeah.
He's also the towel Terran. He has sweating issues with his hands, so he oftentimes plays with a towel over his mouse.
Really? I didn't know that.
I filmed it and threw it up on my YouTube, and everyone's like, oh my god.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, some people, their hands sweat a lot. It looks like he's not going to do that today, but notice he does have a towel there to wipe his hands off.
Bottom left side of her screen in the red.
We'll see if
that's interesting.
brings that towel into play.
When I was first, probably like 15 or 16, when I started doing Starcraft tournaments, Starcraft 1, because I'm old school. I'm an esports dinosaur. If you look
You're
at
a Starcraft hipster.
I'm a Starcraft hipster. I was
You played
before
Starcraft
it was cool.
way before it was cool.
Yeah, way before it was cool, but I used to get shaky hands sometimes.
Oh, the adrenaline.
Yeah, the adrenaline going through my system.
Yeah, I've had that.
And that's not uncommon too. So, all right, we're gonna go. We're gonna go to calms before the storm. Hopefully, this series is long and epic because we only got 3 best of 3s today, and frankly, I don't have my Starcraft high just yet.
Those 2 games won't do it.
From those 2 games, they were educational, but they weren't epic enough. So let's keep our fingers crossed for this TVT. I can't talk here in the GSL Code A. See, I go Code A. I go up like that. For Code S, I go Code S.
Oh, wow.
So that's how you do it, guys. These are the secrets. In the upper left,
OGS SuperNova.
and SuperNova is somebody who's really improved. Since the get-go. He is really, really improving.
So pretty decent StarCraft 1 Pro as well. But
in the upper right, we have
FXO GuMiho.
This map I haven't actually seen TVTs on. I don't know if I've seen even one TVT here yet. I don't seem to recall. And That really makes me wonder some about how this map is going to play out.
Wow, 61% for SuperNova, 38% for GuMiho. I honestly,
I put it closer than that.
You know, I would have probably put those odds there if I had to guess what people voted.
No,
I was actually like that. I'm not shocked at all by those numbers.
No, you know, GuMiho's had some pretty big wins lately, no doubt about it. He's been a very strong player. But I'm Command Center first, I'm not surprised about. Gas first for SuperNova, but I wonder how this map will play out, because this is so big, this map. This map is just... It's like Terminus Re and Tal'Darim Altar. It's
pretty
so gigantic.
huge.
I haven't even started thinking about TVT
I do actually wonder,
map.
you know, I generally agree with you that mech is, as a general of thumb, is probably the best way to play TVT. But I would say that this is a map that you're safer. You can be safe going Marine Marauder on because it's so big. You have so much mobility, and you could counterattack and drop, spread out the map. But I don't know.
Taking a fourth base on this map looks pretty difficult, you know, for a mech player. The 3 base is, of course, instant and easy. So 3 base is what you should max off in mech. I'm not sure, man. I'm not too sure. I'm going to go ahead and say that mech is probably best on this map, too. But will these players do it? I don't think so. SuperNova has been known to go mech some. GuMiho, much less a mech player in TVT, even though we've seen him do it, even in some other matchups like TVZ. But SuperNova got that gas first, so it looks like he's just going to go for a Banshee here. No second gas, though. And I wonder if it's going to be a Banshee, or could it be like a Blue Flame Hellion build? That would be pretty neat. But still no second gas, so I guess it's just going to be a single Banshee, no cloak. I'm not sure how much I like that on this map, because you've got to expect your opponent to go Command Center first, right?
Right.
Which means that he's going to have a lot of Marines when a Banshee gets there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We will see, man.
Well, even without cloak, too, it's... I don't know.
I haven't seen enough TVTs here. I'm so uncertain about what we're going to see here from these players.
Artosis, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing really well. Did State of the Game today. If you guys like State of the Game, go ahead and take a look-see. It's always fun to show. I
was over at his house.
That's right.
I found this you had nacho cheese in your refrigerator while you're guessing, and you had that nice salsa dip. And so I went through your entire house trying to find nacho chips. And
did I not have any?
You didn't have any nacho chips, man.
So did you just eat it with a spoon, you gross guy?
No. I actually walked
Jesus.
down the street and got kimchi dumplings.
Oh, really?
Mandu. Kimchi mandu.
I'm sorry I didn't have any chips for that.
No,
but I guess
okay.
I should be happy because now I can eat that cheese.
Yeah. I need to go to Costco and get more dip and chips.
Is that where I got that from?
Well, I don't know. That's where I get it. And yes, Costco is in Korea. For every other person in the world, there's a Costco near them and thinks it's only in their country.
Oh, dude. SuperNova is making 2 command centers off of a Banshee.
Actually, this is interesting.
Off of a single Banshee.
Yeah, because the Banshee...
It'll keep the Marines at home.
Yeah.
You're
not going to attack if there's a Banshee on the map. I mean, obviously, the direct counter to this would be if they just got a Viking and shot down the Banshee and then attacked him. But, yeah, this is cool. Now this build's starting to come together.
Yeah, and he's getting Blue Flame. So it looks like it very likely could be a mech build, which I'm so excited for, if that is the case. There are missile turrets on the way. Little bit mistimed on that, just slightly. But that would be there in time for Cloak.
Yeah. That would get there exactly on time for Cloak. Nice.
Those were definitely Cloak time. I don't think anyone would really expect just a Cloakless Banshee build here. But it's doing a great job, man.
He actually canceled that turret. I'm surprised he did that after losing that SCV.
Oh. Flies into a bunker with 1 Marine. All right, so I like what he's doing with this, man. That is keeping everything at bay so that he can go ahead and get these 2 command centers up, get Blue Flame done. In fact, he's making a medevac and Blue Flame.
Whoa! Careful.
All right, so he's done a lot of damage. He knows placement of several turrets. He knows where there's a bunker. That's a lot of information for his Blue Flame Hellion drop, which is going to be incoming.
Cool game so far.
Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it so far. I'm waiting to see, are we going to see another factory, another 2 factories, and then more? And I really hope so. Bam, factories. He's going mech. SuperNova, you're the man. All right.
SuperNova's gotten so good as of late.
He really has. You know, when he got knocked out, I believe it was Virus. He was going mech and he was playing it well, and then he moved his. He lost the game because he overreacted to a drop and got out of position. And Virus played really well. Virus has improved so much. So I'm excited to see how he'll do here because the way he got knocked down, I was like, well, damn, I don't feel like you should.
Here we go. The Hellions are in here now.
Oh my God. Blue Flame Hellions.
Oh my God, they're going to be cornered.
And killing one is a big deal.
Actually, you know, to be honest, the Hellions are not doing as much damage as I anticipated.
Nope, not that bad, man.
Yeah, pretty good defense from GuMiho.
10 SCVs killed between the Hellions and the Banshee. And, I mean, GuMiho's at 38 SCVs against the 42 of his opponent and at less supply overall. So, between the two harassments, he did pretty well. You know, he didn't lose the medevac. Threat of more Blue Flame drops is a real thing. And he did
see SuperNova's Raven back there.
Oh yeah,
he did spot that. That's actually a pretty big.
When you see that Raven and Blue Flame Hellions, you're gonna be like, all right, this guy's meching.
Yeah. 100%.
And here we go, another drop here. A lot of these are injured.
Oh my God, they're all bruised.
Oh!
Okay, that's the shot. That was a money shot.
That was a money shot. 17 SCVs killed. And now we have Viking Siege Tank Hellion in production for SuperNova off of 3 bases. And as long as he sits still and he macros like a madman, he is in such an insanely good position.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going against Marine Marauder with mech composition, 3 bases already secured. All he has to do is not overextend himself. Don't be one of these guys that walks out of your base at like 150 supply thinking you can attack.
Or these guys that do it at about 100 supply. I'm like, really, man? With your 3 siege tanks, you're going to do this?
3 command centers and 3 siege tanks and 3 factories. What is this, a 3-3-3 build? Just stay at home. Chill out.
Take it easy.
He's already got sensor towers going up. I'm loving it, man. SuperNova.
I think this is going to be one of these Terrans. Oh, my God. Perfect timing here. Perfect timing here.
Look at this.
Look at
Dropping
this.
this 3rd base. 4 Blue Flames this time. A lot of Marines in there. And decides to pick up.
Well, he didn't do the damage I thought he was going to do, but he's
Lost
still
some
fine.
mining time and brought the army back. I mean,
well,
these drops are for all sorts of things.
Oh, the Vikings out of position here.
And in fact, the missile turret doing a lot of
Why
damage
is he not
there.
moving one of those Hellions?
All right,
that's a mistake. Probably could kill more SCVs if he had 3 here, but...
Oh, certainly. It's 3 Blue Flame Hellions is the magic number, man.
Yeah.
And right now, GuMiho accidentally attacked one of his own Spy Divas for a moment. Only a few SCVs going down, though, because of that blunder.
Well, very
killed
nice.
22 SCVs so far. Pretty good. 46 to 66 SCVs right now, so 20 supply lead there. GuMiho would have 2 more if SuperNova hadn't done all that harassment.
Now, this depot placement is important over here at the entrance of GuMiho's base because I believe Marines and Marauders can move in and out of that, and Hellions cannot.
That is correct, Asus. Yeah. You smart man.
I didn't ask for these powers. We have the Marines and the Marauders moving now into the center of the map.
Yeah, he's trying to have some sort of map control here. SuperNova going out with some Hellions. Low getaway after killing a couple Marines. Now, what's really interesting is we already have a 2nd starport up for SuperNova. Obviously, you need to go Viking with mech, but already having that 2nd one is something I find intriguing.
Well, I don't know. Things are just not looking up for GuMiho. There's never really been a moment that GuMiho is not, has been able to attack or do damage. It's him trying to defend and, frankly, suffering some very severe blows.
Yeah. And, well, let's see here. GuMiho does have a few of his own Vikings.
Okay, now here's something interesting, Artosis. I'm sorry.
No, go right ahead.
I didn't mean to run over you. You know, when you're doing mech, you were right. The 4th base is hard to acquire when you're meching on this map, but you know what you can do is just hide the 4th base. It's such a big map.
That's true.
That if they don't scout it, and right now, considering how aggressive SuperNova has been with the Banshees and the Hellions, GuMiho's in a very defensive posture. The odds of him scouting the rock expansion in the bottom center is just so unlikely.
Yeah, and I mean, he really should just have Marines kind of patrolling around the map, literally on the patrol function. We'll see if he ends up deciding to do so. He is sending some units around the map, which would be very good for him. But SuperNova right now getting ready to take that 4th. Sensor towers are going to play a big part in that. He's got to have enough sensor towers to see stuff coming so he can get into position quick enough. And in fact, he's getting more Ravens, which I love. This is so smart because GuMiho is already going 2-factory siege tank, which is something you definitely have to do against mech. You have to start getting high siege tank numbers, and Ravens are how you counteract that. And you're like, what? Ravens don't do anything against siege tanks? No, they don't. But against Marauders, they certainly do.
Yeah. Point defense drone, so good. Ouch. Obliterating what was most of that army there. Oh, Ranking Prime just walked by, said hello.
Awesome.
Big buzz. Now,
tell him I said hi.
I'll tell him hi. He says hey.
All right, so definitely this is going to fall.
Okay.
Which is actually okay. Not a huge deal.
The longer this game goes on, the better position GuMiho may be in if GuMiho can survive. Or even wipe out all the siege tanks.
But as of right now, he is definitely
as right now, no, he is definitely in trouble right now.
He's down 20 supply. Definitely a much more cost-efficient unit selection for his opponent.
I don't know. That's actually just too much of everything. There was a point defense drone there. This actually might just be the...
Yeah,
this might be it.
SuperNova just plowing through.
Okay.
Killing so many units this game that he decides, you know what, 180 supply,
it's
plenty.
It's not supposed to look like this, but because GuMiho suffered so much damage early on, basically SuperNova has just more stuff.
Indeed, and GuMiho right now.
His Marines and Marauders are like, wait, we want to die too, and SuperNova's like, all right, I mean,
if you
really want me to kill you, I will.
So, it looks like we do have one dead pro gamer, GuMiho, and one mech pro gamer.
GG.
SuperNova. I'm becoming such a fan of SuperNova once again. I was a huge fan when he first hit into Code A. I fell off in fandom a little bit. I'm a little bit of a Fairweather fan. If you're playing a little bit crappy for a little bit, in comparison to what I was expecting, sometimes I'll wane a bit.
Look at that nerd that he mushed up earlier. That nerd's getting squished. And as you can see, GuMiho very frustrated with that last game. There was really no moment where GuMiho actually
was ahead.
He was ahead.
Never ahead.
That was actually
as soon as that first Banshee started attacking, SuperNova got in the lead.
Yeah.
I loved the build order choice. That was really cool. Not necessarily the best build order in the whole world, but just having it and keeping it alive, that one Banshee, allowed him to simultaneously make 2 command centers and get Blue Flame Hellions.
Sick build.
It was really cool. And
really nice. And now we know where the extra minerals went to the 2 command centers, because before we're like, but what will the Banshee do? Just keeps them at home. It doesn't have to actually
that's all you
cripple
need to
the
do.
economy.
And in fact, he got a good number of kills. He got 6 kills, 7 kills maybe?
Yeah. Well, he got 5 with the Banshee, and then 5 more with the Hellions.
Sure.
And then there was,
So, all right. Next map is Belshire Beach Winter Edition.
Belshire Beach.
When I look at this map, all I can think of, Yuletide.
This might as well be called Busan Beach, because that's what it's going to look like. We go down there. It's supposed to snow tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's
We're
true.
going to be at the beach.
Snow
I'm going to be like, Artos, let's have a beer on the beach, and then I'm going to be out there for 30 seconds. Be like, okay, let's go inside.
Yeah.
Let's go inside.
You know what? Every time I think of Busan, I think of you on crutches.
Oh, God, yeah. When
From
my
that
leg
time
was,
you were on crutches
my
down
knee
there.
was messed up. We had to,
From that time you ruined my Busan vacation
I
by
remember
being on
that.
crutches.
I remember this, actually.
All right. The game has started. SuperNova against GuMiho.
Get
GuMiho
ready.
Come back.
This is the GSL Code 8.